All right, we're that crazy family with 6 kids and animals that decided to buy 35 acres on top of a mesa in Colorado and build our dream home. But while we work towards building that, we're living in a fifth wheel. And to make living conditions a little more comfortable for our large family, we are giving this fifth wheel a complete overhaul. We are redoing the wardrobes between the 2 bunk rooms. We took down the wall between the bunk rooms and the main living area, as we are putting in a laundry room, yay, amongst many other things. These projects require some electrical work, and that's what this video is going to be all about.
This box that we'll be adding a breaker for our washer dryer setup does not come with isolated ground or neutral bar. It looks like they're expecting me to connect the neutral and the ground to the same bus. So what I'll be doing is isolating my neutral by creating an insulated bar to mount a new bus onto. That way we can isolate our ground from our neutral. So I'll be taking this and modifying it so that I can mount this to it and then mount this to here, and it'll insulate it from this so that it's not touching the ground. I just need to sand this ridge down so that my bus will sit on there nice and flush.
He's worthy to wield the dryer duct.
So we got to cut the power.
Cut the power.
Cut the power to the fifth wheel at the 50 amp breaker on the pedestal. Cut the main line going to our panel. Get into our lugs, and then connect everything. So we have two separate hot buses here. Each one of these is 110 volts. And what we need to do is complete the circuit. So essentially this is just like a junction box, and this, imagine this is like a wire nut or something. So we're taking the two red so we can complete the circuit to our fifth wheel panel that we've got inside. And then we're gonna screw them together. Then we've got black. So now this wire is complete. So this goes to that 110 or 120 volt part of the breaker panel inside. Now we've got the other 110 that makes it 220 or 240 volts that is going to this bus over here. So this one is going to complete that circuit. We've got to make sure that we've got room for our isolated common, our isolated neutral to go in right there. And then we've got to connect these to that. Let's wrap this around on this side of this. it was a mess of white wires going everywhere when you could have just put all the white wires to one wire nut.
Jeff had to lengthen these wires so that they would reach the new locations for the light switches in each room. Previously, the light switches had been up close to the ceiling where none of the kids could reach them. Alrighty, we've got our 220 plug all wired up to our 30 amp breaker in the sub panel, and we're ready for a stack unit. Don't forget to like and share our videos, and if you hit subscribe, you won't miss the rest of this project where we show how we ran water lines, added a holding tank for drainage, and you don't want to miss all the custom features in the kids' bunks.